Right, yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Good to see you again. Last time we did a video was Shivers, June the 1st, wasn't it?
3 weeks ago at Wanganui.
Was Wanganui races too. Good day, apart from that last race when
What's up?
ran second. What a ride that was on by Lisa Allpress on the winner.
Got to the outside rail first.
That was the winning of the race, wasn't it? Anyway, we digress.
Turn the page.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got a young fella here, Craig Settle. He's actually in charge of the Tauranga race course. I'm going to chat to him in a moment about what goes on here and why he does it, and something new in the industry as well. But Money Shot, how's your week punting been going?
Pretty quiet at this time of the year, to be fair, Neil. Just keeping my powder dry for Saturday. Good fields at Tauranga. There's a punters competition, so should be some spirited betting races. I don't think there's a horse paying less than $3 on the final field market all day, so good even fields.
Yeah.
I guess the key thing that everyone's wanting to know is what the track will be like, and I guess that's why we've brought this learned gentleman to your right along to give us an insight on the Tauranga track.
Yeah, welcome along, Craig.
Thank you, Neil and Andrew.
Good to have you on here. Now, you've been here, Shivers, how long have you been here for?
11 years now.
11 years, so now that track like the back of your hand.
Yeah, always testing that.
Now, yep. What's the biggest change you've seen in that 11 years? For yourself, what's the biggest, say, technological change or physical change in the track?
I think it drains a lot better than it used to. You don't see them coming down the outside fence as much as
you don't,
back
do
in
you?
the day.
No, back in the day you used to see them come down, especially with those changes, 14, 15 years ago, when they were...
Yeah, they done the track up and re-drained it, put the laterals in.
Yeah.
Every 5 metres.
Yeah, so time well spent, and I find it one of the best tracks to punt on in the country. There's no real strong bias on the track. Like we've got what do you think it's going to be tomorrow?
Heavy 11.
Heavy 11. What sort of time for the 1200 metres you reckon?
Probably 1:15, 1:16.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that too. I've walked the track down the straight, and it does look like about that. And bit of rain out there at the moment. We're doing this at just on lunchtime on Friday, so about 17 millimetres forecast this afternoon.
Yeah, so they say. Hopefully it doesn't come.
So no chance of a good 3 tomorrow. So
No.
yeah. Now, how do you think the pattern will play for the day? We've got 9 races.
Yeah,
Early
the
on.
ones that can love the mud will just go through it, and the rest will go up and down.
That's right. Yeah. It does seem quite sticky to me. So this rain is going to loosen it up a wee bit, isn't it, once it opens up.
Yeah, we're way down on rainfall this year.
Yeah.
Same time as this last year we had 910 mils compared to the 294 so far this year.
It's rainfall for the year.
Yeah,
That's huge difference.
big
Huh?
difference, yeah.
So how about irrigating the track? That must be a costly.
Yeah, we had quite a dry summer, so we
Yeah.
did put a lot of irrigation on.
Yeah.
Biggest drought around this area in a long time.
But the plus is that we get a fair racing surface, don't we? You know, and
For sure.
for punters, trainers, owners, they know they're going to come here and get a good one for their money.
Yeah,
No.
this rain's probably just loosened it up a little bit more on top.
Yeah.
And no races for 3 months basically, so the rails and the true, it's good solid grass on the track, so
Yeah, it's had a good rest, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
They'll just stay on the inside until they chop it up and then move out,
yeah.
as they do.
Now there's a new instrument that's come out called the moisture meter. Can you
Yes.
explain how that helps you in your job?
Yes, all the clubs have been given this moisture meter, and it's going to be a good tool over summer to help you irrigate
Yeah.
dryness, and it tells you where your wet patches are and dry patches over the whole thing. You can get an average that you can work
Yeah.
to apply water or to not water.
Yeah. So for example, if the inside was showing that it was quite a bit had more moisture than the centre of the track, could you irrigate just the inside a few metres? Is that going to be
No,
possible?
not without
That's hard.
irrigation.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
one
generally,
like matters, you could turn those nozzles off or turn them down,
oh yeah,
not to apply.
yeah, that's terrific.
But most of the water goes on evenly, so you don't really get that.
Yeah, okay. Right, and how could you see it helping punters, knowing if there's going to be if it's going to be a dead 6 or a slow 7 or cutting up or any bias? How could that help punters? Can you see?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be more of an accurate reading.
Yeah.
And the shades of the thing give you the more target range.
Yeah. And obviously, as you get more data over the months and years, it's going to be easier to
Yeah,
predict.
it's just going to take time to get data to get your track right.
Yeah,
So what to apply or when not to apply it.
yeah, yeah. Any more questions for the?
No, I think technology is obviously moving into every aspect of a lot of industries, and this is a good move by NZTR to supply these moisture meters to assist the likes of Craig and his colleagues around the countryside
Too right.
to have a good handle on what's going on underneath the surface of the
Yeah.
tracks and do their job well for the betterment of the industry. So,
Yeah.
no, it's all good. I hear you're a bit of a gun at tipping horses too, Craig.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
We'll have a look at race 6, the Aurora Kiwi Packaging Kiwi Fruit Cup, a bit of a time-honoured race here. And through the years, we've seen some interesting finishes. We hark back to 1998 when Opie Bosson set up on
That's right.
Watch Officer and got beat before your time. I know we've had Intransigent win 3 cups in the last 10 years, and this year's cup field, it's not exactly a stellar lineup, but it's a nice even field. I think Red Cayenne is the $4 favourite. There's one local in there, Roger That. You would have seen track work over the last few weeks. He's a pretty consistent horse, must be a chance.
Yeah, he deserves a big one though. He's been doing it pretty well.
Yeah, no, it was a good run of Ellerslie last start. I watched that run and he was handy and lost a few lengths on the turn, but came back and ran a good 5th out of a Yaman and Vital mare. So doesn't lack on the score. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, so drawn out wide. Could be
Now, Neil, are you going to let the cat out of the bag? You've got one that you've done a lot of homework on. You had to watch the video about 3 times because you couldn't believe what your eyes were telling you. You're going to let everyone know, or you keep it for subscribers?
No, by the time they see this video, it'll be out of the bag and the price is coming already. Number 11, Flying Fantasia, on class and weight ratings, which the bookies are predominantly working with. You'd rate her a $25 chance, but I'm more of a sectionals and times man, and that win last start, when you compare to the open handicap, she definitely had the wood on those, and I think this is a no stronger field. Spoken to Ernie Griffiths, he said she's definitely improved since then. Sam Spratt jumps on.
Collett.
Sam Collett, you did right too. And I can see her just settling back, getting to the centre of the track, and I thought the $11 was outstanding money. I thought she was a realistic $5 or $6 chance, and we're getting almost still double that, $9 as we speak. So I thought, for me, she's my bet of the year so far this year.
Bet of the year.
Bet of the year.
There you go, on a heavy 11 at Tauranga.
That's right.
Neil Davis is declaring one at $11.
Yeah.
I think the men in white coats might be coming around to check you out there, Neil. No, I love your confidence.
What are you going for?
I stuck with Roger That. I think his form over the summer justifies him being favourite, actually, not Red Cayenne. I'm surprised the bookies put Red Cayenne up favourite.
Yeah.
But Roger That, he's run some big races, and I think he ran 4th in the Avondale Cup. Went well. He doesn't mind a wet track. He's been ticking over nicely for this race, and I'd say being a locally trained horse, they'll be all out to win this. So Roger That be my top pick. But yeah,
Maybe a BT, you involved that horse.
BT
Give us a
Junior.
big swerve,
That
eh?
wide, isn't it?
Yes, I reckon we get stuck into BT. I'm hoping
Nah.
Flying Fantasia.
The only thing I'll say about BT Junior, his form's pretty well exposed. 3rd up, he always goes well. First time up over a trip. And the factor that you can't quantify is he's been schooling, actually. He's been jumping. He's going on getting his jumping ticket, all things being equal, next week at Cambridge Jumps Trials. So how has that sharpened up his
That's right.
his mind?
Sometimes that scares the life out of them and they show a bit more.
Well, there you go.
Well,
Being
it
an
would for me.
ex-jumps jockey, you'd know if it scares the life out of you.
Sure is, yeah.
So, hey, I'm not saying he can't win, but on weights and measures, I can't see him winning, but you never know.
As long as he runs a good second to Flying Fantasia, but Roger That fill in the trifecta, we'll all go unhappy. Anyway, anything else you like on the day? Keeping in mind the heavy 11 track?
Yeah, that's changed. I did a lot of my work on a sort of a heavy 10 right on the cusp of a slow 9. Surprised we got this much rain, to be fair. So, no.
Nothing locally.
Locally?
I think of Jim Pentas. wasn't the last race of his?
Falkirk Lass must be a
Falkirk
chance.
Lass. A nice race last start.
Yeah, ran on well. It was stables in form. Got a winner last Sunday, so
Too
that's a tough race. The last. Often we try and make the last race the best betting race of the day to encourage those bets when everyone's at home after sports and shopping and the Australians are kicking in. So yeah, I couldn't tip anything with any real confidence. I think just wait and see how much more rain we get. Watch the first couple of races, and then hopefully you'll see something that catches your eye. But you definitely need to be a fit horse out there tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely, and hopefully for the Punters Club that I'm running tomorrow, hopefully we've got some cash in the bank by race 6.
I'm sure you will if you manage your money properly.
That's
there
right,
should be. You've seen you're starting on race 3.
That's right, yeah. Crikey, 3, 4, 5. We got 3 races before then. Yeah. Okay, so now I know you're up until about 3 o'clock in the morning doing your form for the for the Super 15. Give us the real McCoy. What's the
Quarterfinals this weekend?
Quarterfinal bet.
Yeah. I'm going to tip every single home team to win. So the Jaguares, the Crusaders, the Hurricanes, and the Brumbies. I think the Brumbies will cover the start easily against the Sharks, and I think the Hurricanes will cover the start against the Bulls. So if you wanted to be a bit more brave, take just the Jaguares and the Crusaders head to head, and the other two at the start, minus whatever they are on each of them.
Yep.
And that's your Super Rugby weekend sorted. Now, of course, it's State of Origin time, and you love your league.
Yep.
Sunday night, first time we've had a State of Origin on a weekend for, I think, maybe ever. So, who are you tipping on Sunday night? Blues or Maroons? Craig's got a tip by the look of it.
You were Leeds or Maroons? Blues or Maroons?
Queenslander.
Yeah, same here. Good
Yeah.
win last start, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You almost think the Blues will win just to create that.
That normally
fair
happens,
game.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Seems to.
I think the Blues will fight back, but the Queensland will get them. It'll be a home game for the Blues, third game up, will it?
Yeah.
It's always one each and then the decider, isn't it?
Seems to be. It's almost like it's scripted. Yeah. So that, good weekend of sport. There's International League on as well tomorrow night. But we haven't done a multi-comp for a while. We haven't resulted one since 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When Crown Star was the horse we were looking for to win, who won the Waikato Steeples back in the 80s for Kenny Brown. I think we had
on top too, must have been on top.
Yeah, I think we had six entries. Is that right now?
Yep.
You want me to pick a number?
Number between 1 and 3.
1 and 6.
1 and 6, sorry.
1 and 6. I'll go 3. How about that?
Number 3, Popeye. Get on your Popeye.
Popeye wins. Yeah, he's
Popeye
won
the
for a
sailor.
while.
Yep. So I'll post his multi-bet up tomorrow.
Yep.
Be happy.
Are we going to do one for next week?
Long-time subscriber. Why not?
Well, we'll do a question, get your answers in, and then depending on when we do our next podcast, in the winter months might not be next week, but we'll wait and see. Kiwi Fruit Cup feature tomorrow. Neil's big tip, Flying Fantasia, is trained by a gentleman by the name of Ernie Griffiths from Te Araha. He trained the winner of this race 11 years ago. We want to know the name of the horse that Ernie trained to win the Kiwi Fruit Cup in 2008. One word answer. There you go. There's your clue.
Yeah. 4 letters. Not hard. Oh, it is reasonably hard, but you didn't get it first time.
Oh, I needed a little bit of a clue. You threw that one at me out of the blue.
That's right, yeah. Got 'em
But
right.
text or email your answers to Neil by when? Monday night?
Yep, it's fine. 027 352 6402 or formpro at formpro.co.nz. Yeah, by Monday night, and we'll draw out somebody for a multi next week. Brickbats or bouquets? Third reading got through last night for the racing.
Gee, have you watched some of the comments on, if you watch Parliament TV and some of the speeches? The lack of knowledge from some MPs is quite unbelievable on the whole thing. But Winston seems hell-bent and it will get through. Changes are afoot. I'll give a brickbat. The TAB have changed their stance on early betting and getting a decent sized bet on early. They've changed their method of accepting those bets and basically cutting reasonable sized bets right back. Any bookmaker who's worth their salt would take smart money early and adjust their prices accordingly. But yeah, I think the TAB are creating a rod for their own back, bringing punters, getting the ire of punters up, and it's not going to end pretty, I don't think, for some of the people involved. But yeah, that's my brickbat for the week.
Well, the thing is, they've got options. They are a business. They put up an offer of a price. People can take it or leave it. They try and take part of that price, obviously, but the book is in business to make money, right? If they take the full price, like you say, they could lower the price for the next punters, but they're saying they've assessed the price incorrectly. Like Flying Fantasia, I reckon they've assessed that price incorrectly. So they're going to take bets. They've taken bets at $11. It's into $9. That's what they should be doing.
So exactly, take the bet, adjust the price, and use that information to your advantage, rather than not taking the bet and causing punters to get frustrated and going elsewhere.
That's right.
It just seems crazy. They're under pressure. There's no doubt about it. Their margins aren't high on sports, despite what the new website was going to deliver. So they're under big pressure. But this isn't the way to get around trying to increase margins. You're just going to annoy more punters and cause them to go elsewhere. So, yeah, if you like a horse, don't back it early, because you won't get on. You have to wait till much closer to the jump. Just hope that no one's knocked your price off.
Been choosing tomorrow when we put hopefully a few thousand on Flying Fantasia and see what price they take.
See what you get on.
Be interesting.
We had a few cut on Jill's Day, so interesting times, that's for sure.
Okay. Oh, thanks very much, Craig, for coming along and explaining that moisture meter to us and the track.
All the best for tomorrow.
Yeah. And
Hope the track plays well.
yeah. So when's the next meeting here?
July.
July the 31st, last day of the season.
That's about 4 or 5 weeks away. Okay.
5 weeks.
Yeah. So in between now and then, the track will be pretty cut up tomorrow. So
Yeah, we'll just
what do you
move the rally over what they've used and
okay,
go again.
makes sense. Yeah. No, that's great. Oh well, thanks very much, and we'll catch you next time.